full of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Welcome to Pocono Raceway for the Four Corners Racing League. These guys are currently in their qualifying right now. Pocono is actually probably one of my better tracks that I run on the service. I'll pull up some race info for y'all. So it's really, the tunnel turn is the big area I think at this track for me at least. If you hit the tunnel turn, you get such a massive run into three. There's only 3 turns at this track, no more than that. So guys are going to be a little bit confused and be like, well, where's the 4th turn? Well, it doesn't exist here at Pocono. There's only 3 turns. Really, really long straights. And you can see it just on that left side here. I mean, that is a long straight. And I believe the track is, what, over 2 miles? Yeah, 2.5 miles. It's a lot of flat out. But we've had a lot of drivers lose their brakes going into turn 1. So that's definitely a place where they have to look. Have to be very, very careful with that. A lot of them have kind of had to go through the grass and just throw their car down there to slow them down. But they are currently in their qualifying, so we're going to wait for them to get done with that. They have about 2 more minutes for it, so we'll have to wait for that to be done with them. I want to look at, let me see if I can look at some other things here. So I'm going to look at the playoff standings right now. So Calvin Allison, he sits, that's old playoff. Look at the old one here. No, that's the most recent one. Don't know if that's correct, because that is very... I'll go off to this one. I think this is the old one, though. So Calvin Allison, he's leading. Wait, actually, what in the world? Okay, this is weird. Marcus Adams. No, Calvin Allison won the last race. This is weird. Okay, this isn't points. Wait, no, it is. I have no idea. There it is. Okay, I'm looking at completely wrong place. So this is the right thing here, I believe. So Marcus Adams, he's up at the top. Brian Jones, Walker Thomas, Lindgren, Aiden Kirker. I believe that's how that goes. Yes, I think. I'm still at the wrong one again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm messing up here. It's Brian Jones, Walker Thomas, Adams, Lindgren, Kirker, Smalley, Kohler, Wishon, Allison, and Whirl. Finally got that right. I thought it was at the most recent one. That was my bad there. Pull up the qualifying order here for y'all, though. Again, that was completely my fault. I thought I was looking at the most updated one. I evidently wasn't. So Kyle Smalley, he wins the pole here. Chris Whirl, Brian Jones, Walker Thomas, James McKee. That's your top 5. 6th, Zach Lindgren. 7th, J.R. Houston. 8th, Brad Peters. 9th, Joseph Grajava. 10th, Jared Wishon. 11th, John Creighton. 12th, Nathan Yarnell. 13th, Roberto Ramirez. 14th, Caden Henry Oaks. 15th, Calvin Allison. 16th is Brendan Kohler. 17th, Michael Anthony. 18th, Stan Carnathan. 19th, Aiden Kirker, and 20th is Casey Heschel. So some guys, actually, looks like a good majority of them, sat out this race. This track is very, very draft heavy, though. And I mean, it is ridiculously draft heavy. I'm going to try to find somebody on the grid here. Being very, very quiet on the track, though. Might have some guys that didn't qualify. But it's 80 laps, so it's actually shorter than what the A Open is. So these guys will not be going as far as other people will at all. Waiting for at least 3 more people to grid. Somewhere around that number. Yeah, 4. Creighton, Yarnell, Kirker, and whirl all need to grid here. A little bit of a different view from some of these cars. I'll say some of these, I do like some of these paint schemes these guys run. Now they're all almost loaded in here. But these cameras are very far away too. I mean very far away. I'm gonna have to boost this for y'all. They're not very loud at all. I don't know. I have no idea why. Look at that boost. I think almost 20. Yeah, it's boosted almost 20 decibels for y'all so you can hear it. Yeah, everybody's here now finally, so I can do paint refresh. I do this for pretty much every league that I... Anything that I broadcast, I always do a paint refresh. And the only reason I do that is because I know sometimes paints won't load correctly when they really should. They're like, yeah, I had my paint load. And I was like, yeah, well, if they join after me and they change their paint, I have to manually refresh it because it will not show up on my end at all. But everybody's off pit road. Kirker did not make the grid. Now, this is a draft track. This is such a draft-heavy track. It's one thing that drives me insane about this track. I love it. But it is such a draft-heavy track. If you pull out and don't make a pass, you're going back. I mean, you are losing multiple position. And it is ridiculous how many positions you'll lose that quickly, too. Like, you'll just drop. Just completely just drop out of nowhere. And you're like, what was that? I do like paint schemes that paint scheme that Kyle's running. I like it, but I wish Larson would have more sponsors because whenever you see when it's like, oh, Kyle Larson's new paint scheme, it's always the same exact paint scheme almost every single freaking time, and I'm like, really? Like, come on. His car will pull in here though. Kyle Smalley will lead them to green. Star's gonna have the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. I will say, kind of coming off of turn 2, sorry, not 2, 3, I mean, I had the wrong turn in my mind. You can literally almost flat foot it sometimes, and your car is going to be sliding, but you really, it's so weird driving this track. You feel like you're going to wreck coming out of that corner, but you're not. But the corner that's coming up after this, they're in turn 1. It's called the tunnel turn here at Pocono. And I'm going to see what Kyle does on his entry here, because there's a certain way you have to run this. Seeing what he does with his throttle here. But he's downshifting. He's not as low as I would be, but if you can nail that, you will see who can hit that perfectly and who can't in a race. It is extremely apparent who can hit that correctly, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot of time getting into turn 3. Luckily, it's not going to be like too bad, but you're definitely going to notice it, and it's not going to be a good time. Got James McKee right here. Number 9 paint scheme. That's kind of matches Elliott's paint scheme in real life too. Now that I think about it, it's a little bit more yellow, has more blue. That's definitely like a Napa colors though on it. I do like that. Oh, in the corner. He's trying to roll it. There he goes. He did what he needed to. He got up under the 05, but he gets a little bit loose on X. He's going to try to side draft here. He can't get it. One thing you'll see too is if you can't get around a guy, find a hole. find a hole in, because they will just freight train you on the outside no matter where you are. I mean, they will just blow right on by you, and it is ridiculous. Excuse me. So far, nobody else is really going at it back here. You know, we have somebody who's in the wall at the Bengals paint scheme. The Steelers. I'm going to draft off of Joseph. Got to stay behind Joseph, too. And you'll see Tupac kind of slowly work away here. And I think about lap 20, 30, 20, I'll give it about 30. Lap 30-ish, I think we'll see somebody hit. I don't know what their exact fuel load is. Like, well, I say fuel load, I mean like laps they can run on that. Because it's kind of iffy on that end there, I'd say. He's trying to hold off that 9. One thing too is you can surprisingly fight, you know, kind of too wide going into most of these turns. It's really who wants to hang on the outside of somebody, because guys, they really just don't like the feeling of having somebody up under them. So I found that they'll definitely tuck away. They're like, I don't feel too comfortable about this. I'm just gonna kind of get out of here, get out the guy's way for him. Oh, somebody's slow. I think the Pocono might have bobbled there. Gonna hold up both of them. Okay, now they're, yep, this is a freight train. Brian Jones will probably lose at least another position here to Joseph. If he, you know, he's got a hole right there if he's gonna take it. Can't get there in time. And you see that huge run that 20 gets from the 27 just being shoved. I'm a little bit curious. Do we have guys shifting here? I believe they are shifting going down into the tunnel turn. The cockpit view here on Kyle. Might as well do it. It looks like everybody is, for most people, those guys that I looked at were shifting. I'm not surprised. I would think that they'd be doing that the whole entire time. Later in the run, it's really going to matter a lot more because of the RPM drop. You're not going to be able to get off the corner as good if you're in such a low power range. It's just not going to end up like you want it to at all. It'll be really, really, really slow. It's kind of like, well, I don't know what to do here. At that point, you're just kind of slow. You're just like, well, okay, here we go with this moment. Back to this is what Pocono is. It's almost like a large Daytona in a sense of drafting, literally. Because you draft so much here at this track, it's ridiculous. You'd be surprised how much they do that. was going to say I'm boosting like a lot over, so I'm going to lower that back down. It might have been flooding out my voice there a little bit at the start. Welcome to Pocono, though. A lot of side by side. We have Ramirez and Anthony. Anthony's trying to get that position. I think Ramirez just lets him have it. Rounds, yeah, right about now, you'll start to see who has a fast car and who doesn't. Guys will start pulling away, but at this track, if you get within 6/10 of somebody, you'll get the draft. Anything more than 6/10, you're going to lose the draft from the person in front of you. I've somehow been able to run down people. Up the draft here at this track. I don't know how I did it. I was doing it yesterday. There was a group of 6, and I ran them down. Didn't make any sense either, but you really want to stay in a group. Not a group. It depends on how that group acts. Sometimes the groups can honestly hurt you, but that 80, that 85 got a really good bite off that corner here. Gonna get up under Thomas and try to take this position, go into the tunnel train. He's actually gonna decide to bail off of that. He actually lifts up the throttle a little bit to get back in line. Besides, you know, maybe it's not such a good idea as he almost wrecks himself coming off the corner multiple times. Don't be doing that. That's the only thing I'll say is don't be wrecking yourself. Just slide that tail out here a lot more because he's loose. He's very loose. Look now. Look, this is what these guys are going to decide to do. They're playing this smart here. Walker was shoving Whirl up to Molly. That's a smart thing to do because they realize, you know, we can't really get up there to him. We just try to do this alone. We need some help here a little bit. Yeah, see, this is what they've been able to do now. Look at how close they've gotten to Kyle now. Just because of them deciding to stay in line and not try to race. Well, as soon as I say that, they start to do it again. Never mind. I'm going to say as soon as they decide to stay in line and not want to race each other for position, they start catching them. But they're still catching them a little bit. Be able to pull back out some, though. Not a lot, however. But this is really the big group that I'm going to be looking at. It's just these guys right here. This is pretty much 1st to 11th are in one big line. 27 is probably going to get caught by Kohler. Wouldn't be surprised by that either if he gets passed by him. Not that sounds bad. Not saying that he's slow. But Kohler's just that good. He's built different. Kohler's shown it multiple times that he's really good at iRacing in general, to be honest with you. Ooh, excuse me. See, he easily does get that position. I'm not surprised by that. Nine's going to try to hit. I think Nine's been trying to pass that 05 for a while now. He can't get up under him. Well, he can, but he just can't get the run. If he's going to do that, he's going to have to side draft him like incredibly hard. And I mean incredibly hard on him, because if he doesn't, he's just going to pull on right by him. It's going to be a kind of head nod and I'm gone type of move from him. still, so he's going to try it again. Oh, he might have it this time, but the problem is the 05 has draft and help. He needs to get closer to the 05. He's trying to get to that quarter panel, can't get there. Lindgren is trying to pass Thomas again. He's still trying to get up under him. We have 2 NFL teams in here. Y'all about to hear something clap here because I'm about to kill a snap that's flying around. It's annoying me. It's not. Now, one thing that's most annoying about this track is it's so annoying. Gotcha. No, I didn't. I missed you. I'm going to get it eventually. Anyway, what's so annoying about this track is you just can't pass. You have to have the perfect run to do it because you duck out, that guy in the top line, he has like a guy in front of him as there. Man, there's Peters down the track. Had a good save. Had it step out on him on the exit of the tunnel turn. He's just trying to get as much speed as he can. I'm going to kill this thing here. He's just trying to get as much speed as he can coming out. No, I don't know why there has to be gnats in the world. I don't know why they have to exist. They're just annoying. Flat out annoying. He's going to gain another one. He might get the one from... he might get Jones in the tunnel turn because Jones, he just slid out of the tunnel turn, so he's probably a little bit loose still. No, nope, he got in the wall there, so he's tied off the exit. We just saw, I believe that would be Casey Heschel just smack the wall too. Kind of caught out the glimpse of the screen there. Yeah, he got a good run. He's going to... he might try to get him up under 3. He's got to send it if he's going to do it. He's not going to do it. Yeah, it's probably a smart move, but Peter's going to give him all the room in the world for it. Problem is Kohler won't be able to get that pass done most likely, so he's going to have to try to find a hole. He's going to side draft now. That's what he needs to do against Jones. I just don't think he can, Peters. I don't think he can really get enough of a side draft because Peters has 2 guys in front of him pulling him. He does stay closely with them, though. He doesn't really lose that much ground on him. He actually like cut the ground off that he would have lost. Back here, though, we have Stan Carnathan in his own little world. A lot of these guys right here kind of in their own little world too. You guys are running about 55-second laps at the moment. Calvin just ran a 54.91. And that was on his own too. That's what's impressive. He's got no drafting help, and he ran a faster lap than the guys in front of him. Now, Smalley, he's just been able to kind of manage this gap that he has right here. Slowly managing it. Not really letting them get too far apart, too close together. Staying a good distance between them. Some different views. This is kind of what Pocono ends up being, though. It's just got a lot of guys running one straight line. Yeah, Worrell got loose off that corner there, just real tad. He wasn't super loose, but you can definitely see that he started to wiggle around. He wasn't enjoying it too much either. See, this is Joseph lost of positions here. This is still first from 11th. Biggest mover in the race so far has been Brendan. He's moved up 9 positions. He's currently sitting in 7th. They keep on looking at times, and Allison running on his own is sometimes faster, if not faster, than some of these guys up in front of him. As soon as he catches the draft with Joseph here, he's got about 2/10 to make up until he gets the draft. If he gets the draft, I wouldn't look past him to do something big here because he's got a really good car. He's ran him down. If you can do that on your own here at Pocono, that means you've either saved tires or you've done really well as Yarnell has gone off track here in turn 3, I believe. Probably just stepped out on him. He jumps to the pits. Oh, he destroyed that car. He had damage prior to this, so he hit the wall earlier. Tunnel turn, I'm guessing. Yep, tunnel turn. No? He's got damage somewhere else. Where does he get this damage from? Oh, in turn 1. Oh, he's got it. He's got it farther back than that. Wow. This is really far back. Okay, it's out of 3. And he just gets sideways. He overcorrects it. Bam! Smacks the wall, and that breaks the toe link immediately. You see that tire's not turning his right front. It's actually pointing inwards. Now it's turning, but it's pointing inwards. And then he probably can't steer from this point on. He just hits the wall again and rips the fender off. Yeah, right there, it's not going to turn. You can't slow it down either because the brake's not going to work the same. Yeah, that's where he has the fender fall off on his car. And he throws another part off of it too. I believe that's why he spun, trying to get the pit road also. Just want to make sure on that. I think that is why he spun though. So we'll have to go around with him. He hits it again. And try to come down pit road. And then, yeah, that's just... That is simply just a car that's broken to the point to where it just can't drive right anymore. That's not his fault at all. I do want to see something on this car, though. Is that what I think it is? No, it's not. Something else. Okay. Thought he had something on that car on the front end of it. Guys, I'm now starting to kind of shake it up here. Walker's gotten around Whirl for second position. So far, it's been the Smalley Show as the 9 shoots down to the bottom. That's James McKee. Saves it. Looks like there. I think he saved it. He might have just tail whipped it. Car looks fine, though. He did hit it. It wasn't hard enough. Yep, oh, that's a... No, I will count that as a save. I want to see how... He didn't really hit the wall that hard, either. No, that's a save in my book. Yeah, I count that as a save. He really didn't hit it hard at all. I mean, it's kind of just like he tapped the rear end and it came around with him on that one. But he does lose a lot of position, though. He's got nobody in front of him for a while. Gets back all the way to 12th. That's that rear tire starting to wear out, though. He's just trying to get up on it too aggressive. And it's just not wanting to turn like he needs it to. Joseph's trying to gain some more position. Allison, I'm going to look at Allison. He started all the way in the back because this league does a thing where if you win the race before, you can't qualify, so he started all the way back there. He's actually up 5. Never mind. He did qualify. Who won last week's race? I need to find out some information here. Who won the race last week? 36. So that was Kohler. Won last race, which he's literally driven himself up to 3rd. I was looking at that. I mean, he's front to the back. Literally front to the back. He couldn't qualify. It's like, man, you know, who cares? I'm just going to blow by you at this moment. Deal with it. I would not be surprised to see Kohler in the league. I definitely would not be surprised to see that one bit. Try to roll that bottom roof. He gets a little bit loose there on exit. Both of them get loose. So you're in trying to come and say hi to him there. He's going to sail off into that. Now he just blew that corner. JR kind of messed up his corner. He's going to probably lose a position here. JR trying to save it, wobbles around. I'll count that as a save also. He did nick the wall, but he didn't hit it really hard. Don't think that really hurt his steering either. Seems to be pretty fine with that. That's just trying to get all you can coming off that corner. Is there going to be almost 3 wide up here? So Smalley actually has a challenge for once on his inside walker, but Kohler, see who he goes with. Kohler will go with Smalley here. Kyle Smalley. A little bit of a bump draft to get him up and away. Now Kohler has the decision. Do I want to go in 2 wide with Thomas? He says, yeah, I do. I'm going to trust that he doesn't absolutely just clean me out. He doesn't do that to him either, which is good. I don't want to see anybody get wiped out. Kohler's trying to get to his outside. He's trying to get to Kyle's outside. High was up on the track. He's going to get I think he's got a massive run off that too. You can see, he just gained a lot. He might get the pass done coming into 1. It's going to be close. He might be able to get it. He sends it in here. He will. And Smalley really doesn't put up that much of a fight either. He kind of just lets him have it too. So Brendan Kohler to the lead now. 15 positions. I'm not surprised that he's up here. He's the guy that really does good almost pretty much every single race that there is. Never seen him do really bad. I do have a question: is how far is Smalley gonna fall? Allison may really get around some of these guys. Oh, we got. Oh, what is that? Y'all may have saw what I just saw there. Was that 2 guys getting loose in the same spot? I almost thought they were coming down pit road. Oh, what was this? Is this a loose car on both these guys? Literally, okay, 2 guys get loose in the same spot. Wow, okay. I thought they were coming down pit road for a second there. I was a little bit confused, but now Kohler has to deal with Lindgren not getting off his tail. Lindgren's probably going to stay there with him, or try his hardest to stay there with him. See Lindgren, he's just going to try to draft off into. One thing he can also kind of play a little bit with here is deciding to stay behind him and go a little bit farther on fuel. He's going to try to go the outside, or actually inside. I think Kohler gave him that position. Crossover move, do it. Crossover, there it is, crossover. Set him up perfectly for it. Coming out of 3 here. Now Kohler's going to get way away from Lindgren so he doesn't get that side draft, but he's going to lose that draft here. And he's losing that position. Oh, and if he can tuck in, no. Cole closes up before he can get up there. Kohler's got to send it in here. Try to get past Thomas and slide up. You can try to get under Lindgren again, but I just don't think it would work the best. Yeah, he's not going to be it. He finally, there he goes. He tucks in. I'm going to say he needs to tuck in right now. But these guys are in, like, we just have like 3 separate packs here at the moment. Oh, we got somebody sideways whirl. Locks it down. Doesn't hit anything. I think he got a little bit of... we got on the apron here in the tunnel turn. Nope, he just got loose out the tunnel turn, and I don't know if Allison ever hit him. I don't think... it looks like Allison got in the back one, but Whirl got really, really loose here. Does he downshift at the wrong spot? No, he stays in 4, so he doesn't downshift. That's weird. It just gets loose on him. I don't know if he had that car fully saved ever, because it looks like he's still trying to drive it. Yeah, I don't blame Allison for that, because you'll it's hard to hear. You might be able to hear it though. He's on the throttle, and then he gets off of it, and he gets back on it. He's still turning it to the right a little bit, so he's still loose. I do think Allison made a little bit of contact, but I'm not going to put that on Allison at all. I don't think that's Allison's fault. See, yeah, look right here. It's gonna be. I'm gonna have to slow it down here. So Whirl saves it. Allison's on his bumper. Then Whirl's loose before Allison even touches him. That's not Allison's fault at all. I'm not gonna blame Allison for that one bit. That's just a coincidence right there. Those two were wrong place, wrong time for those guys. Yeah, everybody's gonna come down pit road. This might get them to the end of the race, possibly. Well, yeah, Yarnell's day is over. I don't think he's gonna race anymore because he's destroyed. Lee Kohler actually wins that race off pit road. Smalley passes Lindgren too. So Lindgren loses the lead off of that pit stop, but Pocono, long caution laps here, so we will cut to a commercial break here. It will be side by side, but y'all are not going to miss anything since it's under caution here.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff. The motion and stuff was really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
back here at Pocono Raceway. Lights have gone off on the pace car, guys. A little bit shorter than halfway through the race here. And they have 57 laps. No, 37 laps left. Let's have 57. 37 laps left. That's wrong, too. 47, good lord. All right, green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Kohler gets a good start. That bottom lane didn't get going. Jones did not get going at all. And, oh, do it 3 wide. Walker's going to be putting it 3 wide. Almost 4 wide, it looks like, coming into this corner. That's come off of 3 there. Kohler, he's already out to 3/10 lead. Don't know why it says he's pitted. He's evidently not down pit road, so let me refresh that here. Sometimes, I think if his pit box was past pit road, it's going to show that for some really odd reason, so I'll fix that here again for y'all. It's something weird that SDK has been doing recently. I don't know why it shows that he's the pit, but he's the leader. There you go, it fixed itself. But now this is going to kind of box everybody else back up, and it's going to give those guys that were stuck in the back a little bit more room to go help each other, as Yarnell's actually back out on the track. He fixed that right front. Was in pit road for a total of 13 minutes. Yeah, 13 minutes. It's a long time to be down there, my man. Smalley's trying to get the lead back, though. He wants it, and we have a caution here. Wishing has crashed. He's backed it in to turn 3, I think. I got some help, possibly? Oh, yeah, definitely some help here. So, looks like they're almost 3 wide at this point. Go to a chase view from Wishing. So, looks like Whirl, Nix, Joseph. Joseph might have came down a little bit. No, Joseph's coming. Yeah, Joseph's coming up. Whirl, Nix, Joseph. That sends Joseph into the 27. That's not Joseph's fault. The brakes on these cars here at this track. Oh, that was weird. Hold on, that was odd. I don't. Huh. I think y'all know what I'm talking. I mean, he definitely got hit. There's no doubt about that. But it's just the end that I'm kind of looking at. I don't know. Oh, we got pit stops happening though. Okay, almost everybody's in. Kyle and Walker stay out. I'm guessing they're on the very edge of their fuel window now to get to the end. I'm gonna have to, I think that's lap, what, 35, 36? They're all, this is just gonna be, I know, there's no way. Yeah, fuel only. I was gonna say, if you're taking tires here, that's, what? I think they forgot to uncheck their tires. I was going to say, you literally ran, what, maybe not even a lap on those tires. There's no reason you should be getting those taken off at this moment. It's just not going to help you at all. It was very odd, though. Very, very weird. have to see what happened later. I don't know. How small? I'm surprised he's. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I think the guys that pit though, that was purely just a fuel thing. I don't think that was a, hey, we're gonna come down here and take. Nobody took tires. You're not taking tires that moment. The reason I say that is because you ran maybe a lap. There's just no need for them. Kind of like, hey, let's come down pit road, top it off, which is, I mean, they do that. This is definitely fuel. Yep, this is 100% fuel now. They're trying to make it to the end. 100% fuel moves now. Okay, make sure to uncheck your tires. If somebody, who's going to be the person that doesn't uncheck their tires? It's going to be somebody here. I know it. Somebody's going to forget to uncheck the tires. And I want to figure out who. I'm going to look at their pit stop time here on the SDK. Who doesn't uncheck their tires? Looks like nobody. Allison might have forgot to uncheck his tires. Yep, he did forget to uncheck his tires. Unless he didn't get tires last time. It's a mistake from him. I've made that mistake before. Trust me, I have made that mistake multiple times. Why did I do that? Well, I just forgot to uncheck it. I didn't even think about it one bit. Lights are off on the pace car here, so they will be going green this time by. And also in real life news, Shane Van Gisbergen is going to be racing at the Indy Road Course, which is pretty freaking cool to see. I think it's good that NASCAR is getting a lot of these guys from different sports, you know, these European sports guys that are coming over and they're like, you know, this is actually really fun with these cars. They're realizing this is not just a bunch of stupid rednecks racing cars, which I do like that a lot. I think that more people they can get, the better it will be. But pace car pulls in here. Kyle Smalley will lead him to green as green flag is in the air. We are underway here. Come off of three. I almost said 3 and 4. Come off of turn 3. They do get past halfway at this point in the race. So one question is, do these guys that stay out have enough fuel to the end? Do the guys that came down even have enough fuel to the end? Who knows at this point? No one. No one knows besides the drivers that are in the car. Look at Roberto Ramirez at the moment. That Dale, that's a really nice paint scheme. That is very, very nice. Okay, JR, I think he got loose off that corner because he is way down that track. way down there. I think you're supposed to be down that low, but yeah, I'm going to take out Anthony for a second. Yeah, let's see. So small, I don't know. These guys right here, they're actually saving fuel. Molly's burning more. I don't know. I don't know if it's a smart thing that he's doing. I want to say that it is, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm like, is this smart? Is this not smart? So iffy on that. Who's got, so the person who's best off is like Lindgren and those guys that came down. Now, if they decide to come, or not come down, if they decide to kind of keep riding like this could be a choice for them to just save more fuel. They could be doing this on purpose. Now, if the caution comes out, then literally it's like, or that strategy out the window at that point. It doesn't matter at that moment. It's just kind of like, oh, well, let's get rid of it now. I'm good for it. Look at Caden Henry Oaks. I didn't realize he was up here too. And there goes Roberto. There goes Peters also. Welcome to Daytona. Oh, what? Somebody's name went gray. That means they might have disconnected. I think that's what happened there. Somebody might have disconnected. Got back into the service. Into the server immediately. I think that's what happened too. Yeah, look at Kohler. What's Kohler doing? Get his chase. Is he going in there deep? It's him that's disconnecting. That's who I keep seeing. Okay. So that's why that camera keeps messing up when you go to him. He's the guy that's getting really, really loose. Not loose. Disconnecting, having all that stuff happen to him. Make sure this stream is still running. Yeah, we're good. Never mind. Oh, somebody went wide. No, it's not wide. Oh, get her. Yes, crossover. Do it. I love seeing crossover. This track with crossovers, you'd be very surprised. If you can hit that crossover perfect, or if you can hit that corner perfectly, the run you can get, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it's Kohler is disconnecting. Saying that's actually probably hurting Thomas too. Like with him disconnecting, because it's kind of cutting the draft off. I mean, you see Smalley, he's gotten out to what, almost a second and a half lead at this moment because of that. So he's definitely gotten out there. That's for dang sure. He's not taking his sweet time. He's saying, you know, I'm done. Let's just get out and away from them. The only people I'm more worried about is definitely Walker and Smalley. just because their fuel situation is kind of weird. Looking at his times right now, Smalley's running some of the fastest times on his own. Keep that in mind, on his own. And I guarantee you that he has his... Oh, Yarnell. Oh, man. Wow, his race has just not gone good. I was trying to say he's probably looking at his fuel estimate. Man, this race has not gone good for him at all. I think this is the same spot, too, as last time. I would believe that does bring out the caution. Nope, we have another separate crash as that's happening. Yeah, he just overcorrects. Okay, we're going to see what this one was as I was checking this. Caden and Roberto. Ooh, Roberto, he's actually lucky he hit it that way. Looks like Roberto, he definitely bought, he's sideways right there. He is definitely sideways. Yeah, so he's sideways here. What did he hit? Did he just get in the gas too early? Yeah, he's loose right there and saves it, and then... yeah, Caden just barely nicks him. I think Caden was probably, honestly, off the gas at that point, too. Let's see. I guarantee he's out the throttle. Yeah, he's out the throttle. He's coming up because he doesn't know what happens. He just sees the bobble from Roberto. He's going so much. He's not going that much faster, but he definitely did get out the throttle there. Let's see how hard Roberto hit because he just smacked the side of his car with that, though. That's for sure. Bam. I don't... That's nothing to take these guys out of the race, but... Yarnell. Man, I feel so bad for you. It is not even funny, dude. What could go wrong literally has gone wrong for this man. Has gone completely wrong for him. And I hate that for him so much, too. I really do hate that for him. Dude, we'll probably see. They were close on fuel. They're going to come down pit road, and yep, everybody's going to come down now. I have a no-brainer call from them. This is probably going to be, yeah, it's going to be 4 tires for all these people. Kyle should get, he should maintain the lead coming off of pit road. Keep in mind, I said should. Should maintain the lead. See if he does. Oh, no, he might not. If you can't beat Kohler. Oh, he didn't. Walker actually beat him out. That was close off pit road. Walker, he does get the lead just barely. I mean, that was barely between these three. It was ridiculously close, but these guys have done their pit stops here, and I don't want to bore you all with having to deal with these really long pace laps here. So we will go under another commercial break. It will be side by side, however, but you won't be missing anything at all.
simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
We are back live here at Pocono Raceway in the Four Corners Racing League. 30 laps left here. Guys should be good on their fuel. We did have somebody come back down the top off. I thought we did. I guess they just faked me out. But Yarnell's back in the pits, but Walker Thomas will lead them to green here. Brad Peters on his inside. Kyle Smalley, Brian Jones, Kohler, and McKee as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. These guys back here are using each other up around Houston. I mean, they are literally leaning on each other going into the corners. Berto's going to help the 20 that is Creighton in the middle. I mean, it's literally been 3 wide for about 2 turns now at this point. These guys are just going at it. I think there was a little bit of contact coming off the tunnel turn too, because I saw Houston shoot down to the bottom. Kay's going to try to gas it up. He's going to get in the wall again. It's going to slow him down. You don't want to use the wall to turn. You're not Ross Chastain. That doesn't work, sadly. I find it dumb that they actually banned that move. Didn't do anything. It was awesome. Anybody could have done that. Like, it was a safety hazard. Yeah, it has. It's not been a bad race at all. This is a very, very stacked league of drivers. I mean, this is, if I had to guess, the average is probably around 4,000-ish IR. The highest one we've got in here is actually Brendan. He's a 6.4K IR driver. He's very good. Very good. They're still going. This is the battle. Is back here. I don't know what these guys are doing with each other, but they're trading paint every single time I look. I don't know if they mean to either, but I keep seeing it every dang time. It's kind of odd to see it too. Try to get a good fight. Not a horrible one there. Yeah, but I'm not worried about anybody being short on fuel. They're going to go to the end. I believe they went green at what, lap 50? I think actually at lap 50. Gosh, I can speak. Oh my, I'm gonna keep back here. This is interesting back here. Hayden's hit the wall twice. JR is about wrecked once. McKee's just here. Lindgren's trying to get away from them all. After wrecking the tunnel turn. Oh, JR has gotten up under Oaks. He's going to try to side draft. Oaks might have nicked the wall again. That orange car is about to be white if you don't stop scraping the paint off of it, my man. Or actually, the wrap off of it. They don't paint them anymore. They wrap it. Definitely a more cost-effective way is wrapping cars. Put it on the car, shrink it, or wet the car, put it on it, press out the air bubbles, and then cut off the excess. Way more cost-effective than what they did before. Just do it by hand. I would not do that because I hate art. I'm gonna see. So if they're gonna make a move, they're gonna wait till about lap 70-ish. I think they'll start picking it up a lot more. You could just try to go ahead and just get out front, just pull away. If you think your car's that good, I mean, might as well just do it now. See what can happen. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not that big of a deal at all. Kohler's trying to get to the outside of Jones. I mean, he was right there on him too. He almost had the spot that he needed. Do want to kind of do this though. We'll do actually, and I'll give it to Yarnell. Okay, of course, looks like crap. I'll give it to Yarnell though. He's had a rough day, but he's still out here. He's 18 laps down, but he's still out here. But I will go to. I want to do this. I'm going to go on board with. Let's do each of these drivers that are in the top 7 because these guys are going at it right now once their lines. as we were on board with the last driver we were going to do that with, John Creighton has apparently wrecked. Oh, this is a big group back here. This is the group that I was kind of looking at earlier, too. 3 wide. Creighton is probably an innocent bystander in this. In the middle here. Gets loose, and then it comes down, then a 9's just there, and that destroys his car. The 9 looks like he's fine. That's not a turn by anybody. That's just Creighton got a little bit loose, and when he did, or it looks like he got loose. I think he did, though. Let's see. Goes in there. Car steps out just a little bit, and the 9 goes to the outside, then Creighton, where he's already trying to counter steer, comes up the track, and then the 9 just has to be there. I'll watch his steering wheel, too. Guarantee he's got it cranked to the right here. Yep, it is. Spill to the right. And I think that it's just that very last second thing that he's still just a little sideways, just barely. Because look, and 9 goes to outside of him flat out. This is the outside. And then Creighton starts coming back up. So I think he still had some wheel in it, and it was very, very little, though. He's going to see who comes down pit. Oh, didn't even bring that up. I don't know what that is. The battle box. Anyway, I wonder who's going to come down pit road now. Does anybody come down pit road? Yes. It looks like some of them. Actually, everybody will. Do we have any gamblers? No, we don't. All down pit road. This is going to be 4 tires and fuel. I guarantee you that. You might not even need fuel, but if you're already in your pit box and everybody's doing this, fuel's not going to really slow you down. Actually, will help you keep that rear end in the ground. Kyle's going to win the race off pit road. I don't think he's going to do it, though. No, he won't, and he was back there anyway. But Kohler wins the race. Kyle actually gains a lot of positions from where he was before. I think he gained about, looks like, no, he might have actually stayed where he was before. Kohler, Thomas, Jones, Smalley, and Allison, top 5 coming off the pit road. Pretty much. Where they came in is where they came out. Nobody really gained on each other. So, isn't a bad thing though. Some guys would like to gain, but again, we're under here at caution at Pocono Raceway, so we'll do a commercial break because it's very, very long cautions here.
couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Going to cut that ad a little bit short here. They're about to go back to green. We will have 15, not one of those, 15 laps left, which will actually be 14 when they cross the start-finish line to get them going here. So, Hayes car will pull in here. Brendan Kohler will lead them to green as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway. Thomas trying to take it, but he's going to kind of have to get away. He was pretty much even with Kohler. He's going to be somewhat even again. Entering turn one. We got Joseph is around. Slides down to the inside. Oh, he destroyed that inside wall too. See if he came down or if he just got turned off somebody's nose. Joseph up against the wall. And that's just Allison coming up to side draft there. Just what it looks like it's Allison coming up to get to his quarter panel. Yep. That's just Allison getting to his quarter panel, getting way too close to it. That's on nobody but Allison right there. It's not intentional. He's trying to get that left rear, but yeah, that's on Allison. If I was RC, he didn't wreck him on purpose though. So don't be like, oh, he wrecked him on purpose, because he didn't. He did not mean to do that. I've done that to some guys before on complete accident. You're trying to get as much side draft as you can. Nobody's going to be coming down pit road. That's for dang sure. Nobody will. All. Unless you got Dan. The only person I can see coming down is Joseph, because his car is literally destroyed. Front end smashed in. It's like I don't even know what to call it. If y'all didn't know this, that didn't work. Hold on. That did not work. You go to this right here. This is our merch store. Yep, we have merch now for the channel. We've got Hurts. Yeah, we have Hurts. What? Shirts. Hoodies, stickers, mugs. Made some custom hoodies and shirts for some people that are actually drivers for PGR, which we got an exclusive deal with now. And tomorrow they're going to be broadcasting a big race, a $2,000 pot money race. Ridiculous prize. I've saw that once before with HSR. It'll be big. A lot of people are going to be in that, but like what I was saying, we got lettered hoodies and shirts, misc items, which is stickers, a tumbler, and a travel mug. And the custom merch, which is if you look at that right now, it's John Darnell's. I made that in Photoshop, sat down and made it. It's turned out freaking amazing too. I hope it looks like it does on the render, because if it does, that's gonna be amazing. I don't know if it will though. We'll just have to find out on that. I actually need to look at what their quality looks like. That looks surprisingly well on both of those. Wow, that's amazing. Looks like both of those are pretty much the same. The only reason we switched over the people we get them from, and the only reason for that is because one of them has a little bit better quality rating than the other one, so I just wanted to play it safe. I was like, let's just go with this one. It's proven choice here, and they're doing a lane choice here. It looks like bottom for Kohler. It looks like Lumpy's quality is very almost exact same. I do know that. Actually, very amazing there. No, sorry, they're not choosing lanes. Kohler was just going down to the bottom for fun. He was having some fun down there. Some of these other ones I've gotten some pretty bad like things on them. And it's like, not a good review for some of them. That's what I thought. Print, yep. What? Wow, okay. Also bigger. That is something to keep in mind, though. Yeah, it looks like kind of this depends on what you get. What I've chosen a good company actually to pay a stupid subscription to the other one to get a discount for the store. I was not too happy with that. Duck, if you want a custom one made, just message me in the Discord and I'll make a custom one for you and I'll put it up in the shop and you can buy it. But Pace Car will pull in this time by. Enough of me ranting about the store that we have now and the merch we can sell. These guys are going to be chasing each other around the track now because they're going to be trying to get as much air off of their car that they can. But Pace Car pulls in here. Carter has a flag in his hand. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. Y'all saw what I saw, but I saw about 20 rear ends just hanging out going through that corner. And they were, every single person I think off that was sliding. Nobody had grip. That's what I like to see. Slide the tires. You know what? Just don't even have tires. Flintstone it. This is going to be... They can hang out. You can hang Kohler out to dry. Smalley's going to go with... He's going to decide to go with Walker. Going to go with Kohler. How hard is Kohler going to fight on that outside? Both lanes can fight pretty well with each other, I'd say. Track is pretty split on who has the advantage. I think the bottom would get you past, not all the time. Oh, Walker, not if you do that. Oh, he saves it, though. Gonna lose a lot. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot. From second to, gosh, 8. Nope. Yeah, second to 8th in one straight. Because he messed up that one corner there. That one corner he messed up did that to him. Let it be known, that's what happens at Pocono. Smalley's going to rebound up. He's gone up to second, though. Allison's third, and Jones just destroyed the wall behind him. Did that mess with the steering? Oh, yeah, that definitely knocked the toe out. Look at how much he's having to turn that wheel to the right, unless he has an offset. That is not what you want to see when you're driving around. He definitely smacked it pretty good. Smalley. When do you make the move, though? And Allison has to go with, if he's, you can put it 3 wide, though, but I just don't know. This is one thing about these tracks that I love and I hate. It's really fun to drive, but it's so difficult to pass, and it's a big draft track, and it gets so annoying after a certain point because you just can't get up under anybody in passing. Back here, though, these guys are almost wrecking each other, getting so loose off the corner of the 9. Shot down the track, that's McKee. He's going to come back up, merge pretty evenly with them all. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I'll give him that. Throw his car up into the middle of the track and try to take it up there on his own. It'll be 4 laps to go here, though. They come to the line. Just going on board there a little bit with those guys. Kohler, he's trying to break the draft. See him going down to the bottom. He's really everywhere. He's trying to not let them get a run on him. Man, he's gone. That's one way to not let him get a run on you, is just disappear. Gone. This is gonna be a last lap pass. Yeah, I think Smalley's. He only has 2 more laps to do this. He's got to. This is where he's going to get the run. Is right here through that tunnel turn. You got to nail that perfectly. And I mean absolutely perfectly to get it. But once you do it, that run to that turn 3 is amazing. He's got to deal with Allison though. Allison needs to shove Smalley. Allison realizes that, so he gets up on Smalley's bumper, decides to shove him. That's the only way they're going to get to Kohler. Big run here for Smalley. Going to get up to the bumper of Kohler. Actually try to shove him into the corner, maybe a little bit deeper than what he wants to go. Kohler doesn't shoot it wide. Smalley's trying to find the lane inside. Can't get his nose up under there, but Kohler gets loose, but looks like both of them get loose. Right now is he's got to hit this turn perfect here. Smalley does. Going to duck out. Here it is. Tunnel turn move. If he can hit it, he's going to get the lead. Maybe going to sail on in there. Going to use Kohler to... Oh, actually just stays off of him. Going to be side by side. Down out of the tunnel turn. 3 wide now, Allison. All the way to the bottom. Kohler up top. Smalley in the middle. Who's going to have the run coming out of turn 3 here? Kohler shoots it wide. Allison gets loose. And they're going to be... This is going to be a... Oh, it's going to be a checkered... Oh, no. And... Allison squeezes Kohler up into the wall. And it will be Kyle Smalley who comes home with the win here. JR, oh my gosh. Allison spins like a top. Hayden Henry Oaks comes home second. JR Houston third. Nobody saw that finish. That's for dang sure. Go back and watch what happened here. That's just, yeah, I think he was probably tight there, and Kohler just had to be there. Happened to be up there on the wall. And was that a takeout there? He gets hit by somebody else here. Oh my gosh, Jones just destroys him. We're gonna go back and look at. Okay, we're gonna go back once Smalley celebrates. We're gonna go back and look at what happened. As that just corrected itself. Hold on, let me see. Is that correct? I may have... I think that's wrong on the screen, but I'm going to watch Smalley do his burnout. Looks like he's probably done. I want to see if... Okay, Roberto just wrecked himself. Okay, never mind. That's not what I'm looking for. Allison. Is this... Allison, this is where he is. Is Kohler? I think Allison's he's probably plowing tight here. I mean, he's probably got that wheel cranked as much as he can. It's just not turning. He's trying to get all on the throttle. Oh, he actually gets loose. That's why he comes up the track again. Right there, and he bobbles. That's what ultimately kind of destroyed him there. I think that's a little bit of a retaliation there, maybe just a little bit. But also, these cars do like to stick to each other when you make contact. I mean, yeah, Kohler's definitely there. Oh yeah, that's a. I'd say I'm going to take you out with me, but I don't blame him for being mad on that. And then Allison just gets walloped back there. It looks like Kyle, he's done his burnout here. And I think that scoreboard, okay, is this correct? I was gonna say it was saying something wrong on that other side because those guys stayed on track. But we'll bring in the top 3 here. So let me drag them in. Oh, Calvin actually, yeah, Calvin got thirds. Let's see, weird finishing order here. We'll bring him in. Hey, Calvin, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
And so you come home third after a crazy finish there. Now, what was going through your head going into turn 3, knowing that y'all were 3 wide there?
I was honestly just trying to clear them both and slide up, and I did not slide far enough. And then Netcode got me into the 36. I can't remember his name, but it got me into him. And then I tried to turn it left to get off of him to try to get a good finish. Still ended up third, so I'm pretty happy.
You know, how hard was it, coming from as far back as you did in the pack there? Because I believe you were, like, almost dead last at one point.
Yeah, I figured with just 20 showing up tonight, it'd be a good challenge just to try to come from the rear to the front like I always do. And I got back to the front, didn't get the finish I wanted, but I'll take third today.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh, yeah, big thanks to Under Pressure. Big thanks for them sponsoring. Thanks to you, Bryce, for sitting there and watching 2 hours of this and broadcasting it. Enjoy watching them again, and thanks to all my teammates.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good third place finish tonight, though, man.
Thank you.
Calvin Allison, the second place driver. We will bring in Caden Henry Oaks. Hey, Caden, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you come home second. How'd the race go for you overall? What do you think about that finish there that got you this finishing position?
Well, my race went okay for the most part. I had a run-in with Roberto, and I was probably about 9th to 12th place car, really. And then that last restart, I pushed as hard as I could and said, we're gonna throw the tires off this thing, and it stuck. So that's all I can really say. Coming to the line, I have no clue what happened still, but I'm just glad I got second because I need the points.
I was gonna say, you've been doing pretty good recently. How do you think this is these good finishes are? How do you think these are helping you?
Well, right now I'm on the outside looking in, and I know I got to beat the 05 and the 66 at the least. So as long as I finish ahead of them, I'm usually pretty happy.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Shout out to Under Pressure for sponsoring the series. Shout out to you for broadcasting it so I can go back and watch. Shout out to Live Fast Motorsports for paying me enough money to be on iRacing. That is about it, I believe.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. I thought you were going to shout out Crunchyroll, but I'll let you go, man. Good second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
That was Caden Henry Oaks, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Kyle Smalley. Hey, Kyle, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
I got you, man.
And so you win that race as you guys come out of turn 3 wide. What was going through your head that last lap, knowing that you were probably going to try to mount a run? Because, you stayed behind Kohler for a while there.
Yeah, if you try to pass him on any other lap but the last lap, you're just going to get trained to run the outside. So I was trying to just keep Calvin behind me so I can have that last chance move on the last lap. And I set him up off of 2, but then Calvin got such a good run off of 2 as well, and he shot it to the inside. And I was thinking, there ain't no way that he's going to be able to hold the bottom like that and still have the momentum to get the lead. So I was hoping that he was going to overdo it and get up into Brendan, and luckily he did. And I just shot under both of them and got the win, I guess.
And so how was this track to you? Because it seemed like you were really enjoying this track because you were up front most of the race.
Yeah, Pocono is one of my favorite tracks. That first run, I didn't have my pace right because I was trying to make it on one stop. It was really close to being a one-stop race. And then Zach and I think Brennan got around me. And so then luckily I just got this cautions to where we could even things back out and work my pace.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
You know, I think out Balls Out Racing. Missing a few guys tonight. Under Pressure, Chris Under Pressure. Thanks for sponsoring the league and you doing the broadcast. It's really fun to go back and watch these.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good finish tonight, man. Good win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we got some drama in here. Some drivers are not too happy with each other. But that's iRacing. It's going to be a... Guys are going to be mad at each other. But I'll go over the finishing order here now. Kyle Smalley wins. Hayden Henry Oaks second. Somehow gets second off of a 3-wide shenanigan coming off of turn 3. Calvin Allison third. Brendan Culler fourth. J.R. Houston fifth. Sixth. Walker Thomas seventh. Brad Peters eighth. Brian Jones ninth. Zach Lindgren 10th. Michael Anthony 11th. Casey Heschel 12th. Jared Wishon 13th. James McKee 14th. Stan Carnathan 15th. Roberto Ramirez 16th. John Creighton 17th. Joseph Grajava 18th. Nathan Yarnell 19th is this should be Whirl. And Kirker, he was race control. That was not a bad race overall. Definitely a lot going there at the end. But I've got to make some more shirts for some people, so I will roll this animation. Hopefully, I will see y'all tomorrow for that big PGR race. So I got to stream the Ghost Cup Series also. But awesome, we're streaming the PGR. That's going to be a big race. But I'll roll this animation, and I'll let y'all go.